Hello guys, I am Pragna Singh, an Indian girl living in Paris and exploring Europe one adventure at a time. My days recently were not going that great. I wasn't feeling well mentally, so I decided why not take a break. Packed my bags, booked my tickets, and off I went to a new city that I'd always wanted to go, Amsterdam. After a long 8 to 9 hour of travel, I finally reached in the evening. I dropped my bags in my hotel room and instead of resting, I just had to explore. The streets were alive, beautiful lights, buzzing energy, and so many people. And guess what? On my very first night, I stumbled into Amsterdam's most famous spot, the red light district. It was crowded, loud, and honestly, the vibe was electric. Photos weren't allowed in most of the places, but just walking there with my friends was an experience in itself. And that's how my first night ended with excitement and curiosity. The next morning started with something calmer. Day 2 was all about exploring Amsterdam's museum. First stop, the Rijksmuseum, where history and art come alive. Then the Gogh Museum, which was so inspiring seeing his masterpiece up close gave me chills. It was a bright sunny day, so after all that museum hopping, I just sat outside in the sun, soaking in it. Sometimes travel isn't about rushing from place to place, but pausing and enjoying the moment. Now of course, food time. Amsterdam is famous for Fabel Friet, and I can never say no to cheese and creamy food. So I grabbed a portion of cheesy fries and it was heaven. Snack in hand, I headed to one of the most magical experiences of the trip, the Canal cruise. Amsterdam is called the Venice of the North, and you all know why. Once you see its canal, the cruise lasted about an hour, showing us the whole city from the water, the reflection, the bridge, and the tiny boats passing by. It was like the city was telling its own story. The fun fact, people were actually use the canals to commute more than the trains and metros. After that, I headed to the floating flower market, one of the most colorful places in Amsterdam. Right after, we went to something I have been looking forward to, Adam's Lookout. This is an observation deck that gives you the best panoramic view of Amsterdam, and it has giant swings over the edge. Yes, I actually did it, swinging over the edge of 100-meter high tower and half of Amsterdam visible beneath me. It was thrilling, scary, and absolutely worth it. The ticket was €35, honestly a bit pricey, but hey, it's Amsterdam. Day 3. I started the morning reflecting on how grateful I felt to be living my dream. And then I booked a Holland one-day travel pass which lets you hop on train and buses outside of Amsterdam. First stop was Den Haag. The city instantly felt different, calmer, but full of character. And the timing couldn't have been better because the tulip season was in full swing. Some gardens near the museum were already blooming and it was colorful and dreamy. The first monument I visited was the Binnenhof, which is Netherlands government office, followed by Noordeinde Palace. And third, lastly, the Palace of Peace, which is the International Law Administration building. And then the highlight, the beach at the Den Haag. The moment I stepped off the bus, the fresh ocean breeze hit my face and it felt like a pure freedom. The sound of waves, people laughing, kids running around, a giant wheel with spinning in the background, even bungee jumping spot, the whole place was alive with energy. I grabbed a Red Bull to recharge because trust me, the sun was blazing and I was layered up in too many clothes. It was time for my next destination, Leiden Central. And wow, the windmills everywhere. I don't think I have ever taken so many pictures in one place. They are such iconic part of Dutch culture and seeing them up close felt really special. Finally, I wrapped up the day at the hottest botanic garden. It was like stepping into a living rainbow. Vibrant flower, unique plant and peaceful vibe that just made me slow down and take it all in. From the lively street and museum to canal cruise, windmills and even a beach day, the city surprised me at every step. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. Stay tuned for part 2 where I'll be taking you to the Tulip Festival, Dutch cheese tasting and even more magical experience in and out of Amsterdam. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell button. And tell me in the comment, what's the first thing you would do in Amsterdam? Thanks for all your love and support. See you soon in part 2. Bye.